In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Comlink from the Phantom Menace line. This is arguably one of the most iconic pieces from the entirety of the line, and this is the device you need in order to play these little Comtech chips that are released with all the action figures at this time. So this originally started during the Power of the Force days at the very end there, but I don't think it really took off so much, and it's not as recognizable outside of the Phantom Menace line. And since then, I think Hasbro has done a couple attempts with reviving this. I think they did it for The Last Jedi, and it just hasn't seemed to have gone over big. It's one of those product of the time situations. It was great at the time. I think it's a really cool thing. I'm glad all these Episode 1 action figures have their own little voice lines that they can all interact with. But it's definitely something that I don't think would go well and go over big in the Star Wars collecting community today. So I actually got this at a toy show in 2016. It's a relatively easy item to get a hold of still. I think I probably paid like $15 at most for this. And you could probably get on eBay right now and find one for $20 or less, no problem. It's a very nice accessory. As you can see, it's exactly like the Comlink that's used in the Phantom Menace. And then coming up here, we're going to be starting to review and debut all the Phantom Menace action figures on the channel. It's just some of the ones that you'll be seeing here soon. It's one of my personal favorite films. To be honest, it's up there with Attack of Clones for me. Attack of Clones, I've mentioned, is my favorite Star Wars film. I just distinctively recall seeing that in theaters and being blown away by it. And I really like the overall theme of it and what's going on and just the overall story. And Phantom Menace, I feel about the same way about. Pretty sure I did go see the Phantom Menace in theaters back in 1999. It's very faint at this point. But I did get it on VHS tape in 2000. And unfortunately, I don't have that anymore, but I still do have my original DVD copy of the Phantom Menace, which I got around 2008 or 9, I think. And I did go see the Phantom Menace again in 2012, and I do plan on seeing it again here soon in the next few weeks, since it's going to be released as the 25th anniversary film in theaters again. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, this film holds a special place in my heart. So, not a whole lot I can say about this. What you do is you press this button here, and it turns it on. And then you got these two buttons that basically just have some sound effects. Yeah, that's pretty much all it is. These four buttons here, so if you have the appropriate Comtech chips, you can get the action figures to basically talk to one another. New Gun right here and Runako, you might be able to get to talk to each other. I have to admit, I haven't really been able to figure out exactly how to make this work. I think what you do is you play it. Let's see here.
And no match for destroyer droids.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Maybe you can let me know in the comments exactly how to get these voices to store with one another. And maybe they don't really work together at all. But there's some combination of action figures. I'm sure Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon is a good example, where you can basically press all these buttons and then it's like they're talking to one another. But this Comlink does come with its own special stand here. Just says Star Wars on it. And then it has a picture of it in the back here. So let's see exactly what it has to say. You just hover it over this red dot here.
May the Force be with you. Oh, maxi big, the Force. You will be a Jedi, I promise.
So basically a voice from Jar Jar, Qui-Gon, Explosion, and then Obi-Wan. And that's all the four it comes with. It does have this clip in the back here. And it does come with this chain as well, which you can wrap around this clip. And then what it's meant to do is you can tie each one of these stands together. You just feed it through this loop here. And then you can have your own collection of chips here where they're all tied together basically. This is where the battery's housed, and it does take a 9-volt battery. Nice that you could take this apart as well. I suppose if it ever breaks down on me, perhaps I can take it apart and rewire it a little bit and hopefully get it to work again. I hope it doesn't ever go out on me, but you never know. I know some people say every now and then, especially a lot of these stands, the voices stop working after a while. Fortunately for me, it hasn't really been a problem so far. 25 years later, I don't think I've had a single Phantom Menace figure that's the chip has died out on me. Hopefully it stays that way, and then just jinx myself. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about this. I did want to do its own dedicated video for it because this is such an iconic piece from the entirety of the Phantom Menace line. It definitely deserves its own video. And I'll be sure to feature it again here in the future, especially when I start reviewing some of these action figures and plus many more from the Phantom Menace. You'll be seeing this in just about every video. So stay tuned for those videos here in the near future. In the meantime, if you haven't liked the video, please do so and subscribe to the channel. I always appreciate all your support. And check out some links in the description if you have not done so already. As always, thanks for watching.